Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 27th, and I can already smell the stuffing and mashed potatoes. This is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. It may almost be Thanksgiving, but it's not going to feel much like fall today. You can expect mostly sunny skies with highs in the low 80s. Meanwhile, Thanksgiving Day will be sunny and mild across much of the state. Thanksgiving night, though, will be another story as a freeze will see temperatures plummet into the low 30s across the region. For years, rural school districts in Texas fought voucher-like plans, but next session, they seem likely to pass. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, this news. A Dallas Democratic judge won a seat on the North Texas Fifth Court of Appeals in a narrow reversal of election night results. Initial results showed Republican attorney Matthew Kolodowski defeated Tina Clinton by just 1 percentage point, but election night results are always unofficial. Counties can still receive votes by mail and provisional ballots the day after the election, which is what Clinton said led to her win. Gateway Church in Southlake is struggling with staff numbers amid multiple controversies. Church elder Kenneth Fambro said they're down to 3 elders and desperately need help. In June, Gateway's founding pastor Robert Morris was accused of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl in the 1980s. At least 9 church leaders and elders have resigned or been removed since then. Controversial voucher-like education savings accounts seem a certainty in the next legislative session after Texas Governor Greg Abbott helped oust fellow Republicans who opposed them last year. Additional school funding's also expected after it too failed last session, but as KERA's Bill Ziebel reports, educators are wary about what a final plan will look like.
Education savings accounts, ESAs, were Governor Abbott's top focus in the last legislative session and 4 special sessions. Speaking at the private religious school Kingdom Life Academy in Tyler earlier this month, he said they will be again next session.
We are ensuring that students who may have fallen through the cracks in their public school, they're going to have a new chance, a new opportunity to be able to learn, to achieve, to succeed.
Assured he'll soon get some kind of ESA, Abbott's also again backing teacher pay hikes, which districts are desperate for. Between inflation, underfunded mandates, and no additional state funding since 2019, districts are struggling financially. Dallas Superintendent Stephanie Elizalde said she's facing a $186 million shortfall. She says for her, the voucher fight is over.
As leaders of learning organizations, we're learners first, and we learned that right now our priority must be getting school funding. Some people will criticize us for it, but I'm not going to relive Groundhog Day.
Instead of fighting ESAs this coming session, some districts say they'll demand accountability. Here's Dallas School Board member Dan Mitchke at a recent meeting.
Any school that receives public funds should be held to the same accountability standards for student outcomes, fiscal performance, and student services.
Dallas isn't alone. The Fast Growth School Coalition of 68 districts, the Texas PTA, and the Texas Association of School Administrators all took similar stances in their legislative priorities lists. So did the 400-plus member Texas Rural Education Association. Executive Director Bill Tarleton says his group does not oppose what he calls school choice with public dollars, as long as everybody's rules are the same.
By that, I mean special ed students with disciplinary issues. We take anybody and everybody, as well we should, and we do feel that that's only appropriate for all entities that take public dollars.
It's not clear if any accountability measure will end up in an ESA bill. Linda Colangelo, who heads the Texas Private Schools Coalition, told KERA in a statement that private schools may elect to participate in an ESA program or may choose not to, depending on the details of the bill. House Public Education Committee Chair Brad Buckley authored last year's education bill and shared some details at a recent Dallas Regional Chamber meeting.
This is not an either-or decision. This is not you support public education or you don't. Most parents will tell me this: I love my public school, but this kid, Billy over here, has this issue. I feel like he's fallen behind. I wish I had an option. for him.
Buckley intends to help create that option using ESAs. First, he said, for families with special needs, but ultimately for any parent, whatever the reason. That leaves wiggle room and leaves Bill Tarleton uncertain how best to prepare for the upcoming session.
I don't know what to expect. I really don't. After the last general session and 4 special sessions, those were things that turned us on our heads.
Heading Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's priority list in the Senate, ESAs. What they may cost taxpayers, how much money a family may receive, and how many families may be eligible all remain to be seen.
That was KERA's Bill Ziebel reporting. We've got lots of North Texas sports leading up to the holiday weekend. The Mavericks play the Knicks tonight, while the Stars are heading to Chicago to face the Blackhawks. Tomorrow, the Cowboys play their annual Thanksgiving game against the only team in their division with a worse record, the New York Giants. And don't miss Saturday's matchup between the Longhorns and Aggies, playing against each other for the first time since 2011. Be transported to the land of sweets and enchantment when Chamberlain Ballet presents its annual production of the Nutcracker. The Richardson Symphony Orchestra accompanies the cast and guest dancers from American Ballet Theater, New York City Ballet, and Bruce Wood Dance. Performances are Friday through Sunday at the Eisman Center in Richardson. To see details and more arts events, head to the Go See DFW calendar at keranews.org/calendar. Thanks so much for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. There you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter written by our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Take care, have a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.